What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers report. And it is close, very close to the July 31st trade deadline. We are over a week away, but still rumors are swirling. And given that the Texas Rangers are going to be headed for a 95 loss season, we are obviously going to be sellers at the trade deadline. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Joey Gallo proposed trade to the San Diego Padres. And the reason why it's to the San Diego Padres is because I've heard multiple reports that the Padres might be willing to unload for Joey Gallo. And the San Diego Padres GM, AJ Preller, was an assistant GM with the Texas Rangers whenever they drafted Joey Gallo in the first round back in 2012. So there is a connection there. And I think the key thing is, what does unload mean? And also, are the Rangers ready to deal Joey Gallo? If the Padres are going to unload, then maybe if the right prospects are there, maybe the Rangers are. But obviously, say the Padres do trade for Gallo, they get him for a year and a half. Gallo just came off his second All-Star game. Last year, he was a Gold Glover. Obviously, he was in the home run derby. He didn't do great at all. He might have been robbed by some of the judges, but he is a stud nonetheless. If you look at his baseball savant rankings, he is in the 87th percentile in average exit velocity, the 95th percentile in max exit velocity, the 92nd percentile in expected WOBA, the 87th percentile in expected slugging, 97th percentile in barrel percentage, 100th percentile in walk percentage because he leads the league in walks, 95th percentile in outs above average, that's him in the outfield, and 90th percentile in his outfielder jump. So even with all those great stats, some people might be, oh, his batting average is super low. And if you're still worried about a guy's batting average, you need to adapt to today's game, because batting average doesn't tell the story whatsoever. Just look at Joey Gallo. He doesn't need to be batting 300 to be a productive player. Look at Michael Brantley. He's a productive player, but Joey Gallo is not batting 300, and he's having a better season than Michael Brantley. So if you're worried about the batting average and you're like, well, we can't give up top prospects because he's not batting 250, 270, you got to grow up. This is a new game, and it's not about batting average. So what would a deal look like for Joey Gallo? That is the thing that we're trying to figure out. I think that's also the thing that the Rangers are trying to figure out. They want to get a good deal done. But also I feel like if there's not a good deal, they'll either wait, or they might just extend him. It's really weird right now because he is their best player. He's their franchise player. He's homegrown. They don't have a lot of homegrown players, so I feel like they do want to keep him. But the Rangers also know that they're a struggling ball club. So if the right prospects are there, then I think a deal does get done. So don't go in the comments saying, this is a terrible trade, this would never happen. I'm just going off the reports that say that the Padres might be willing to unload for Joey Gallo. So given those reports, I would have the San Diego Padres sending over CJ Abrams, San Diego's number 2 overall prospect according to MLB.com. He was a shortstop drafted back in 2019 in the first round, number 6 overall. He has the potential to be a 5-tool player at the next level. And then the next guy I would take from the San Diego Padres, probably Luis Campusano. And yes, I know that's your number 2 and your number 3 overall prospect, but it's going to take a lot for the Rangers to make a deal with the San Diego Padres or any team in general. And if you're a Rangers fan, by the way, Campusano was drafted in 2017, second round. If you're a Rangers fan, yes, I know we have Sam Huff, but Sam Huff might be a first baseman long-term, DH. And look at the Dodgers. They make it work with 2 catchers behind the dish. And the Padres already have Victor Caratini and Austin Nola behind the dish. So I think you could get something done with Luis Campusano and CJ Abrams. And they're also super close to being major league ready. Luis Campusano had a few games this year in the major leagues, didn't perform well, but he still needs a little bit of time to develop. And yes, I know that that's a lot of prospects. Well, not a lot, but those are 2 quality prospects that the San Diego Padres are giving up. I really think that if the Rangers are going to trade Gallo, it has to be a spectacular trade, and that's a spectacular trade right there. You're getting their number 2 and their number 3 overall prospect according to MLB.com. I was gonna do Robert Hassel over Luis Campusano, but given that Campusano is closer to reaching the majors rather than Robert Hassel, I think it fits better with the Texas Rangers timetable for when they want to start competing again. So like I said, the San Diego Padres would be getting 1.5 years of Joey Gallo, and I think CJ Abrams and Campusano are both kind of blocked at the major league level. And yes, Tatis is a shortstop, and you could move Abrams to center field, second base, but right now technically he is blocked. But if they really wanted to, he could get in the lineup. But I think this has to be a headliner and a deal for Joey Gallo. CJ Abrams, plus hitter, plus runner, plus defender. His only thing is his power, which isn't the best right now, but he could still grow a little bit more into his body and reach some more game power. And Campusano, like I said, he's a little bit blocked right now with Victor Caratini and Austin Nola. He's a plus hitter and a plus hitter with power. He has a great arm, and he's an average defender, and it makes me wonder, could he play third base maybe with that good arm? He's 5'11", 232 pounds. He'd be relatively big third baseman. Actually, hold up. Would he be big? Let me see how much Josh Young weighs. So Josh Young weighs 214 pounds, so a little bit bigger than Josh Young. But I think that just adds another hitter to the Rangers organization, and that would be great. That'd be 2 blue chip prospects, in my opinion, that we get back, hopefully to help the rebuilding cause reach a championship level type of caliber team. And I think this has to be the type of deal to trade Joey Gallo, because I don't want the Rangers to trade Joey Gallo, but obviously this is a business, so the team has to do what they believe is best for the overall future growth of the team. So if that deal is on the table, the Rangers definitely have to consider it. But if it's not, then the Rangers probably shouldn't trade at all, and maybe just wait till the off season. Maybe more trades are on the table, or maybe they just extend Joey Gallo. So I know that this video is controversial because Padres fans, you don't want to give up your number 2 and number 3 overall prospect. I mean, if I was the Rangers, I wouldn't want to give up Sam Huff or Cole Winn. But also I'm a rebuilding club, and the Padres are in the position to possibly win a championship if you add Joey Gallo. So let me guys know what you think in the comment section down below. Since the trade deadline is coming up, I'm gonna have more trade rumors on Joey Gallo, Kyle Gibson, Ian Kennedy, etc. But with that being said, if you made it all the way to this point in the video, please give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel, because I'm your #1 source for all things Texas Rangers on YouTube. But with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.